This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
This portion of Lee Pitts Live is brought to you by Hodges University, celebrating 25 years of educating Southwest Florida.
Welcome back, Southwest Florida. I'm so excited about this particular show. Get a chance to talk to a rising star. Some people might consider her a rising star. I don't consider her a rising star. She's already a star. She's setting records. She's breaking the school records, and she's going to the 11th grade now at Dunbar High School. A track and field star in the making. I think you're on a good trajectory to be in the Olympic Games. Name is Teniya Jones. Teniya, let me get you a cup. I'm gonna stand up on TV. I forgot to do it. Just keep camera rolling. And this is what happens when we don't prepare. Let's bump cups. Live on the air. Okay. Tell me, how did you first get started in track and field?
I started running track my 6th grade year at Cypress Lake Middle School. Mm-hmm. And then my 7th grade year, I was still running track, but then I started doing AAU track with Olympia Track Club at Dunbar High School. And that's how I met my hurdle coach from Dunbar. And then my 8th grade year, I continued to do hurdles, and then I went to Junior Olympics, and I placed top 8 in the nation for 200 hurdles. Mm-hmm. And then I continued to do it into high school.
Any particular reason why the hurdles, you were attracted to the hurdles, or how did that come about?
Well, actually, it was no particular reason. I was at practice and I just saw the hurdles and I just wanted to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I just asked him, can I do it? And I said I want to try it because I'm always open to try different things. And then he said, yeah. And then I was just natural at it. So I just continued to do it and I was great at it.
When did you start realizing that, hey, I'm pretty good at these hurdles? I mean, I know you were running against a lot of junior, when you were a freshman and sophomore, you were running against a lot of advanced hurdlers who are graduating and moving on now. You're going to be the toast of the state after a while. Go ahead.
Well, when I realized that I was good at it and I wanted to continue, it was when I won the Junior Olympics and I came in top 8. I was like, wow, I can really be something in it. So I just continued to grade myself.
What kind of message do you want to send to young children, particularly young girls who are into track and field as a role model? How do you feel being a role model?
Anything is possible. If you think you can do it, try it. If you think you can do it, and you're good at it, just continue to do it. Never give up. Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the things about you is you've been able to balance athletics and academics. That 3.6, that's hard to do. How are you able to balance that work and play schedule?
Well, it's challenging at times. It is hard to balance both and try to give both equal amount of time to both. But I go to school, go to track, homework. It's like I wake up, go to school, go to track, homework. It's like a repeating.
How have your parents been influential in that process and your coaches in terms of keeping you understanding that those books are very important?
Well, my parents and my coach, they're my support system. So they always make sure that I'm doing my schoolwork because without schoolwork, there's no track. So if I want to do track, I got to do school. So
shout your parents out, call their name, make them famous, and call your coach name. They're watching you on TV and say, girl, you could have called my name. Go ahead.
Okay, so shout out to Coach Thomas. That's my hurdle coach. He's been there since I was in 6th grade. And shout out to Coach Church and Coach Medette because they the one that introduced me to track. And shout out to my parents that I love so much.
Call their names.
Tasha Thomas and Messiah Moore.
There you go. Make them famous. Okay. Now, some of the accomplishments I'm looking here. You broke the school record of the 100 for the 100 in your freshman year. You broke the school record in 300 your sophomore year in the National Honor Society in middle school and high school. Which one of those records you're most proud of?
I am most proud of my breaking the 300 hurdle record because that wasn't my favorite race at all. Actually, I disliked that race most. But my previous year, high school, my 10th grade year at regionals, I broke the school record in the 300 hurdles. Before I run the 300 hurdles, I'm always thinking of excuses not to run it. Then I just sucked it up and I ran it, and I ran my fastest and I broke the school records. And now it's one of my favorite races to do.
Okay. What are they saying about you? Like, what are the coaches and the colleges saying about you? What are some things you're hearing out there now in terms of starting to get some letters of interest already?
Well, my coach said I am. They sent them to the school, so I haven't got any directly to me. But my coach said there are plenty of colleges interested in me. But I think that I'm hot. I think they're on me like that. I think they want me.
You say you're hot, huh?
Yeah.
Because now when you go back, you'll be a sophomore. And then you'll be a junior.
Yeah.
Then you got 2 more years. What you got some goals you've set for yourself already?
Yes, I want my GPA to go higher. So I want to get like a 3.9 or 4.0 by the time I graduate, and I want to run like a 14 for the 100 hurdles and like a 45, 44 in the 300 hurdles.
Okay. Now, who's your competition? Do you have any major competition in the Lee County area, or is your competition outside of it, somewhere else in the state? Some other girl your age she's watching you, you watching her?
There's not really any competition around here.
Really?
To me.
Good.
Well, I started to
You got it like that?
I train like that, so I can get it like that. But when I start moving my way up when I go to districts, I win. When I go to Lee County, I win. When I go to regionals, that's when it starts to get a little tense. When then after that, it states. 300 hurdle, I won at regionals. It starts to get more intense with the 100 hurdle because that's really the main race. That's starting to be the main race. So everyone's watching it, and there's more competition out there. But I want to be the best, so I'm just gonna have to continue to train.
When I see these races, you be leaving people a long ways though. There's nobody close to you.
Yeah.
Olympics and college. Those in 2 different orders, but you would come up on college before the 2020 Olympics. It would be.
I thought the next Olympics was 2008. Was it 2018 or it's 2020?
No, I'm thinking there's one in 2016, but I might be wrong.
I thought it
that's
was
out. That's probably winter. But anyway, what you got your eyes set on both?
Yes, if I'm prepared, I would try to qualify to go to the next upcoming Olympics.
All right. Now, colleges. You start to think about it. Would you want to stay in the state? You got some. Ideally, you like to run for whom? Out in the West Coast, that's where a lot of track and fields out there. Auburn has a good track team too.
I've been talking about LSU since I was like in 6th grade, and I still talk. I would love to go to LSU, but FSU. I would want to stay in Florida, but if I have options to go outside, I would leave Florida.
Okay, get away from mom and dad, right?
No, I don't want to.
How's track affected your life?
I've given up a lot of sports for track. I used to do cheer. I gave up cheer for track. I used to do basketball in middle school, and that's when I started doing track. And I said I went to track in 7th grade. I gave up basketball because I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be my only sport. I want to give all my time. I devote all my time to track, so I do nothing else but track. Like I said, I do homework, track, home. That's it.
But you still got some extracurricular activities you're involved in.
Yes, I was. My previous year of high school, I was inducted in the National Honor Society. In my upcoming high school year, I'm about to be in the IB program, and sometimes I help my dad out with some Masonic events.
That's great. Well, we want you to keep up the good work, and don't forget about Lee Pitts Live, because we're going to continue to watch you. And for people who are seeing you for the first time in Southwest Florida and didn't know we had an outstanding track and field star walking around here, you see her right here on Lee Pitts Live, okay? So for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Teniya who are doing it.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.